Wow, here we are.
Yeah. God damn.
I will
You know,
always
the people were
support
afraid.
dying.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, this or that Houseki no Ruri show, which has the sexier rocks?
It's Ruri no Houseki.
Exactly.
But yeah. Well, I don't know which one. This one definitely has the sexier rocks but the other one has the sexier girls. So
Yeah. The rocks here are boys, kind of.
yeah, Foss's head is fucking empty. She can't think.
Wow. Well,
The
she keeps losing her memories every couple chapters.
Yeah.
So.
Got like 2/3 of it already or
Exactly.
something.
It's kind of ballsy how they just keep undoing the main character over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of having beginning Foss if
exactly.
she was going to be this different? Like, is the whole rest of the story just...
That is very...
That's
but
the
it's,
point? Okay.
I understand it being the point, but it's very, like, yeah, that's, like, very an odd choice to make that, like, the protagonist. Like, that's...
When I see Foss in fan art and stuff, she usually looks like the early Foss. I mean...
Well, yeah, because you have to pick one of the designs to go with, so that makes sense, but...
It just seems like the collective memory of Foss is limited to the first, 5% of the show.
That's probably also the most liked version of her.
And that's like the platonic version of her, more importantly.
Yes.
Like, that will always be official Foss, because she's 100% Foss. Whatever the fuck this is, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, this is
also, Green, I think your fan is coming through the mic just for the stream, or something.
Is it right now?
No, not now. But there was like a blowing, like a shuffly blowing noise in my ears.
I don't think anything's pointing towards me. I might have been like eating a thing and forgot to turn my mic off. We will see.
Anyways, yeah, Foss is a fucking freak. She's a horrible, disgusting freak now, and everyone is scared of her.
And then everyone wants to poke.
Yes, she is made of goo, and she's like. I mean, it also is funny because maybe some of them have some like trauma from Cinnabar, because that goo was not okay, but this goo is okay.
Gold is okay.
Yeah, gold is fine. Yeah.
I like how she makes the flowers out of the puddle to see. See, it's not scary. Probably.
Yeah. Hey. I did think it was odd that she got her legs powdered. Like, I thought she was gonna have the stripy legs and the golden arms, but
I would have liked that, but well, she says, I don't want to stand out too much like the typical Japanese.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the author probably also got tired of having to draw like a curly spiral around both legs every single panel. Like, it's much easier just to draw normal legs.
And also, the art style is weird enough already. I don't need Tim Burton swirls on the characters. I just don't. I double, triple, extra didn't need holes in the characters.
Oh, that's right. You have is it tryptophobia or something? What is it called?
I think so. But yeah, first Junji Ito, and now this. It's trip something. It's TRI something.
Okay. Well, yeah. This one wasn't. I mean, I believe the smaller and closer they are, the worse, right? Like
It's still pretty fucking
it's still bad. Okay. What a weirdo. Anyway, I like this. I like everyone like wanting to like try out the science experiments on her and like put outfits on, and the fucking Bort seems like the only normal one, but then she wants to test her fucking sword on her. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, Bort was kind of interesting in this stretch.
Yeah, they partner up.
We see more of her crazy personality. I think Yellow Diamond might be my favorite character so far.
Interesting choice.
She's very endearing and likable and relatable. She's just a normal lady in a world of monsters.
She's very mature,
really calm.
But she acts like kind of childish sometimes on purpose.
Okay.
Well, she sometimes like goofs around and is like grabs the other like gems and is like, "You're cute" or something, stuff like that. She's very
Also, in some shots, she just looks very classic. There were places in this where she looked like a character from the 80s a little bit with her hair.
Well, speaking of characters who look like they're from the fucking 80s, my favorite character showed up near the end of this, which is Ghost Quartz. And she looks, not only is she like the cutest gem of all, but she also reminds me of like old school, like maybe not 80s, but like she reminds me a bit of 80s of like stuff like, I don't know, Battle Angel Alita or something, but she especially reminds me of like Mysterious Girlfriend X with like the bristly hair, and she's one of the few that has like a different eye shape, kind of, where Bort is another, but like she has like a very specific eye shape, whereas a lot of them just have kind of like the default like round eye. Yeah, I like her a lot, but that's going ahead. But skipping ahead, yeah, Bort is like, you're strong, let's go. And
Force accidentally steals Diamond's girlfriend.
She does. I mean, it serves Diamond right, because she was being all, oh, I wish Bort wasn't around. So there you go. Now she is.
Well, she wanted Bort to leave so she would be the best. She didn't want to get knocked down to third.
Well, yeah. Okay. I mean, but then, everyone realizes the painful truth that if you team up with Faust, you'll fucking die. So, it's
that shot right there of Diamond's hair when she has bedhead. I like that. That's cute.
Yeah. This is the other one, not yellow. This is just normal Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, right. That's one. I still like. I just remember that panel. That was
they
a
look
good
pretty similar. Like they both have like same length hair, and there's like a shot where they're next to each other, and it almost looks like the same.
Yellow Diamond just has like some dinosaur piss in her.
Yeah, exactly. Dinosaur piss, known for its different yellow color.
Exactly. I gotta say, I like how the art style is just getting ever so more refined.
Yeah.
And he's getting better at just handling the crazy proportions. Well, obviously, I was doing the honorific where the gems are girls but referred to as he. I was doing the same.
Not in my version.
They're not.
Author. They're just referred by name or they in my version, which is the official version.
Well,
by the way.
The mangaka is doing a good job of managing the art style. She's also having this bizarre semi-futile attempt to increase the sex appeal, which is
we were talking about that before you joined. I felt like the manga
there's butt cheeks in this all over the place.
It felt like the first episode of the anime had started airing by now, and she watched it and she was like, dang, those girls have got some nice asses. I'm gonna put them in ours.
Wise.
There's like butt fang. That would make perfect sense to me. It's the best theory we have. Like, look right there, Bort's got like there's like basically panty shots. I mean, their summer outfits are technically like very wide shorts, but they look just like sailor uniform, and she makes them like see
was
through
upside down, and they like had her butt basically showing for a moment.
Yeah, like there.
There were places where characters were going kya and covering their panties.
There were
here, which.
I mean, I'm always for more sex appeal, so.
I mean, it looks very cute, but again, it's kind of doomed because like. You think about it for 5 seconds, like, damn, look at those sexy butt cheeks. I would sure love to, like, grope that and have my fingers crushed like a hydraulic press.
Yeah. Well, when it's one of those weaker ones, like Cinnabar, that's like.
Then you get.
I'd sure love.
That's like making out with a brick. Like it's like making out with a brick and then getting mercury poisoning. No, I do agree. The
artwork. Right there. That shot of Bortz is a good example. There are places here where she's just drawing the clothes.
She's got some.
You see her side hip. And there are places here where she's just drawing the clothes transparent for no reason. Just
that's
to show
right. They're
like
black. They're like black, but then they see like shine through in the sun a lot. It's very interesting.
I feel like maybe an editor or something pulled her aside and said, listen, do you want to be a successful manga?
We need sex appeal. Sex sells.
Yeah. Well, I also like how Bort's hair is getting more literal and making more sense
it makes
as it goes along.
Interesting shapes. I'm gonna say one of my favorite things about this stretch was the refinement and like or rather like evolution of the Lunarians. Like I like that the enemy types have like become more like varied and are like becoming more complicated. Like that was one of my favorite things that reminded me of like loads of stuff we've like experienced recently. Well, it was like it was kind of like the golems in Biscuit Hammer. It reminded me a bit of like Bokurano, where like each new robot has like a new mechanic or threat that makes them they can't defeat them the same way exactly, and even a bit of True Eternity because the knockers keep finding new ways to be dicks. And
I actually have like a tiny criticism, not with the writing, but with the art. I remember you or Green or both of you have like said that some of the fight scenes can be like
cluttered,
like hard to follow. And this time I feel like in the diamond fight with Zero, which we are right now.
Yes.
On stream, there are like several panels where it's really hard to tell what's going on.
You're probably right. I don't remember any distinct ones, but yeah, there were some. I mean, like this one here is a bit vague. Like yeah, with the other ones, the connection it's like a punch, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I did think it was a cool like scene at least. It was cool to have. Yeah, it was cool to have her like use her leg to slice through the thing was cool. Yeah, like yeah, here it takes a couple seconds to realize, oh yeah, he's got his hand stuck and stuff.
Yeah. Remember when she yelled, "I'm gonna kick your leg right out of your leg"?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she has like a little stubby. I mean,
This might have been the best. Yeah, stubby. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think of like this reminds me of like when Lan Fan gets like a blade arm.
Yeah. This is probably the best fight so far. I think it was.
Also, I'm pretty sure this was inspired by a bit by Dororo too. Like when Dororo drops both his prosthetic arms and he has little nubby katanas, it looks just like this.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I won't pull it up here, but. Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting, and it felt more visceral than because the other fights aren't really like, I don't know. This felt more like slugfesty and like.
Yeah, the other ones aren't extended.
Yeah, the other ones are more just like. I mean, they don't even. It's very like elegant. It's almost like scripted, almost like the arrows come down, they're blocked. We get to the middle bit and we cut it, and then there's like some variations of that. Yeah, it was scary when these two appeared. I was for a second didn't realize it was like split in two. Then I was like I just thought they were like backup, and then we get it's like one of those dividing enemy types. Yeah, which they do sometimes. Like, have you heard of Ava? Yeah, the. I read that was an interesting note at the end of the volume, which mentioned that there are 108. Of the little tiny doggy ones, and that's like a Buddhist number, and it's like a bunch of different.
He looks similar to the other Lunarians, like very.
Yeah, the end of the volume said something about how it was like the number of days of. It was like a bunch of different important things in Buddhism, but the one that stuck me was it was the number of emotions through like an interesting calculation that was like, it was like the 5 base emotions times like how strongly or differently you can feel them.
All right, this is also Alexandrite going crazy.
Yes, that was an interesting little tidbit. Yeah, she turns out she's like one of the stronger fighters of the gems, but instead she like she has like a trigger when she sees Lunarians, so she spends all her time like studying them, and then it turns out it's because she hates them because they took her. Which one was her partner? Was it?
Oh fuck! It was something blue, I think.
Okay. Yes, the famous doink 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 panel. Yes. It was interesting. What else were things?
Well, the main thing of interest is as it goes along, Fos starts to get suspicious of Sensei or starts to act on it.
Yes, that's right.
And I like how they handled that because I think she talks to Smart Lady, and Smart Lady just kind of says, Fos, everyone is suspicious of Sensei. We've just decided we don't care.
You mean Cinnabar? Yeah.
Cinnabar.
I think it's Cinnabar, yeah. Well, Cinnabar has like a track record now for like solving like she's like really smart, and I mean I guess that's why they recommended her for the encyclopedia, but she's like every time they go to her for advice, she always just points out like kind of the obvious, and they go like, oh right, like she was the one who figured out that Foss didn't turn into a slug, in fact. Yeah, so Sensei, the suspicion goes extra mile here because he calls the weird like creature by,
and he can control it.
Yeah, by its name. He's like petting it. Yeah, and we see him like it reminded me, I mean, it's funny, I always have parallels. It's funny how he kind of sends it to heaven, like Spirit Circle with the Spirit Circle. He's almost like and I guess the ghosts into eternity too, just like bereaves it of its earthly connection, and it wafts back to paradise or something. So yeah, what's he up to? And then he does crystal shit, right? He does. Yeah. He's got a crack in his arm. What the fuck? Like, which gem is he? Which?
Like every time we saw before when he was coming out to like defeat the Lunarians, he like took parts of himself and just threw them at them at supersonic speed. And this time, it's the first time Force notices what's going on.
The first couple times, if I'm not wrong, you don't exactly see him. You don't see that he like takes them off himself, right? He just kind of like opens his hand and like,
see, like the tiny
you just see, like gems fly out. So you're like, did he get those from someone else, or are they like a special thing he makes? Yeah, and now it becomes apparent he just like cracks. Yeah, he does. He pockets. Yeah, pocket gem. Yeah, kapow.
I mean, I'm learning that he is a stone. I now have no idea what he's supposed to be up to.
Explains why Jade cracked her fucking arm punching his head. That we at least know his hardness is higher than like 7.5 or whatever the fuck Jade was. So yeah. he's a hard boy. But also I was thinking if he takes little gem bits out of himself to dispatch Lunarians, he's kind of killing himself and losing his memories. Like those gem bits presumably don't come back, or they go to the moon or something.
Foss like postulates that he picks up the pieces afterwards, but it's like very subtle. But yeah, I don't think he can get back everything every time.
Green, sorry, but I really am. I can't confirm it really is on your end. I'm getting like this blowy, shuffly like thing. That's lighting up your green icon on Discord, like when you're not talking.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Shiro.
Is it still there?
No.
Okay, well let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
So the Shiro stuff turns out to be not all that serious. It's just a lovely doggo that tried to kill some people.
Yeah, it was just having fun,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, it is interesting why that's the weird thing that starts happening here. It's like Lunarians start sending like things like that aren't necessarily even like, they don't seem very tactical. They just seem kind of like, I guess the shell was, I guess the Admirabilis was like that. They almost just start like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what'll stick. They're just like, I don't know, let's try a dog. Sure, whatever, fuck it. We don't really care if it lives or not. Oh no, Green was triggered.
Now we are past season 1 events. Past what Green knows.
Oh dang.
Yeah. It ended with the dog stuff.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah, well. I was wondering because I was waiting for Whole Lady, Padarashka or whatever she's called. I was waiting for her to show up. I don't remember much past this.
Yeah, I think that's like the last stuff in the anime.
That's so sad. At least I know I can finish the anime.
Didn't cover shit.
Yeah, apparently not.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to go with the same pacing, we would need like 5 more seasons to cover everything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like what's her face?
Apparatu.
Yeah, they're like interesting just for that little scene. I like,
hardly there.
I just like the thing where they're like, I don't want to be brought back anymore, and
Man, you're really focused on death this time.
I just think it's interesting that they would be fine with that if it meant that their friend could not have to. Because really, the suffering and the toll is on the friend, because she just goes to sleep. It's not like she.
Yeah.
It's not like she is suffering while she's doing that. It's like every time she wakes up, Rittel has been through a bunch of more hardship because of her. So I can relate to that. Yeah, Yellow is here and she is cool. Oh yeah, the new partner stuff with Bort was funny. Yeah, with Zircon. Yeah, getting having to learn how to deal with Bort. Why is she so difficult?
Why is she not talking to me? Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was cute. I mean, it's funny that Foss is like, I mean, this is kind of what I remember her, like, Zircon saying, but Zircon is like, God damn it, you used to be like the dumbass. And now I'm here, like, sitting here asking you for advice. And she's like, I can't tell people how to change themselves. Like, she's like, maybe I should get my arms and legs eaten. Like, yeah, I don't, I mean, that's funny because kind of like, that was stuff that Kaneki said a bit in Tokyo Ghoul too, where people would be like, how did you get so stronger? It's like, you don't want to do my route because it's get strapped to a chair and have a centipede in your ear. So it's like, I can't really, it's not something I can teach. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess there's really not that much to say about it.
Well, yeah,
I mean, the final stuff is just Force basically saying, okay, she tries to talk with the Lunarians. Like, one she captures and then gets killed before she can really talk to it, but it made some sounds.
It was interesting. It seemed to like almost like come out of a trance when removed from like the hive group thing, but then. Yeah, like she's just being like really kind of selfish because she's like endangering people and missions and stuff just to be like, just because of her, to sate her curiosity, and she gets endangers ghost quartz, and anyone who endangers ghost quartz will receive my what? I didn't say that. We'll take goat quartz. Hey, shut up. She has the coolest name, and I looked up what ghost quartz looks like, and it's really cool because they have different kinds of other gems growing inside of them. So you see them like as if a gem was like caught in ice almost, and it looks fucking really sick. And I didn't know about it at all. I had never heard of this. And she has a scythe. She's just the coolest fucking character. And she's a librarian, which is the best role. And she's teamed up with stupid 30% Foss, 70% alcohol over here. God damn it. But yeah, we'll see more of her next time on Land of the Lustrous. What should we talk about next? Which one?
Usually we talk about To Your Eternity next.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, we read the best stretch of manga in manga history.
Yes.
The weirdest.
Did you not like it, Jaws? You're about to be attacked. Be careful.
Yeah, Green is in my room about to attack me. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just very... It didn't, like, as you also said, it didn't feel like it was part of the same story. And some of the choices, I was just wondering, okay, why this specifically?
Because it's awesome and cool and badass.
I will say, I don't think it doesn't feel part of the story. I just think it feels like different but unexpected. But I don't think it feels out of place. I just think it was like a surprise, like but in the most pleasant of ways.
It was like a little bit more of a transition in terms of like tone or style to it.
I mean, I think it led into it fine enough, because as soon as you start the 21st century stuff, Mizuha is already talking about how she wants to die, and there's already like dark stuff with her killing her mother.
That stuff is fine, but it's more like the unhinged like the level goes from like 6 to 10.
That's what I
So
like
it's
about it.
Wait,
Though.
are
It's
you,
like
are you
it's
talking
like
about
reaching.
Mizuha, or
Well, I was I was saying
I mean, most of
Mizuha.
the other stuff.
I was saying
the Mizuha stuff is fine.
I was saying Mizuha was like I was saying that I felt like the stuff with is it Mimori or
Yeah, I had to three fucking times before
the stuff with
the
stuff with Mimori I don't think was like completely out of the blue. I was saying because it's kind of like hinted at with like with Mizuha that the stretch is already going to be dealing with this kind of themes. That this was just like it reaching fever pitch.
It's just the level of
That's
it.
why I love it. This is one of my favorite like stretches of manga in all of manga. But wait, let's reel back a bit and continue from where we were last time. So Mizuha is trying to date Fushi, and Fushi's like, everyone get along, and Tonari's like, fuck you. You're dumb, and I don't like you because your ancestors are evil murderers. What did you think of that stuff, Green? The hijinks.
I find it a little funny that Tonari lived to be, I don't know, 58 or something.
Multiple times.
And now she's just coming back to be. I do enjoy it. The idea that she has been lusting after Fushi for hundreds of cumulative years at this point is also kind of funny. I found the whole dynamic funny. I like how the gang plays off each other shockingly. The idea that they were all that stuff of him body hopping in prehistoric to medieval Japan was just him acquiring an ensemble who are going to be the squad in modern times, at least for a while.
Yeah.
That is the last fucking thing I thought had a chance of happening. I'm amazed how well it goes. I will say my big fear with stories like this is, the scope and the power scale and everything. It's going to just get out of control and it'll spiral, and none of the early stuff matters anymore. And it just becomes, it's like the last third of a Civ game. You're just mindlessly going through the motions because, we're at that part.
Well,
I like how they managed to pull the scale back in and focus on smaller characters again and like smaller stakes in a way.
This is why I think you, like me, won't like the third part as much, because I have feelings of that. And, Jaws, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know about Jaws, but so speaking of like power scaling and stuff, knockers, you thought they were gone, but they ain't. They're just tiny. While Fushi was spending his time grabbing all those knockers, he didn't consider they might be microscopic now and in your fucking blood.
Like an interesting like gut punch reversal when we go from Fushi won to nope, Fushi actually
when
won.
they say the knockers won like unilaterally, that is a really fun like line, because it's like they won and you didn't even realize it. Like they won by not even fighting you. They just won by assimilating. Yeah, this explains the two things that Jaws was confused about last time. The girl with the healing knee and who the fuck that mysterious lad was.
It's just the man in black deciding to become human.
Yes, how interesting. But before that, Fushi has
that's
to...
where things really get crazy. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, all that shit happened, and now God has just abandoned Fushi.
God says, I want to live with the humans, kind of like Jesus, just saying. God said lol. Yeah, God said lol, you're on your own, and Fushi has to deal with hard things. Like, what do you do when you have to kill a little girl with a sword? I mean, she is a filthy knocker, so...
But the interesting thing now is that they can feel pain, which they couldn't before.
Yes, that's true.
It's probably the biggest change.
Yes. Not only can they feel pain, they like express their own personalities, which was not really the case. I guess you could say Kohaku's knocker was a bit of a character, but yeah, now they really have their own like distinct personalities, like between knockers. Like different knockers will have different opinions.
Yeah, we have not seen much of them yet, so I cannot say
Well, it gets more. But
this knocker, if nothing else, has
this
these are
knocker and the
human
knocker
emotions.
that
we're long past the point of they're
Yeah.
parasites that just try to eat people or something.
This knocker and the one that dispatches it are both knockers, and yet they have very different approaches and viewpoints. So there's individuality between them, whereas initially they were much more of a gross hive mind. Yeah, so it's an insane sequence. Fushi like tries to stab a little girl, then she stabs herself and has a creepy face. And then fucking her brother shows up and they're gonna get hit by a car. And then time stops. And the guy takes them off like a fucking balloon and he's like, forget what you saw here. Yes, it is. Yeah, this is a fantastic stretch where you're just like, it's also good how like Fushi, it's not like a big mystery. Like immediately Fushi is like, oh, you're the Man in Black. I mean, and then when you think about it, it's like, I didn't realize that like that very second, but then when you think about it, it's like, well, who else can stop fucking time?
I didn't see that coming at all. Good for him. And again with the supernatural
makes sense. He would recognize his own dad essentially. Yeah.
The man in Black has like a big sister, mommy, big titty, like trailer park.
I mean, Bond didn't see it coming. Bond was flabbergasted. Yeah, he's got a big titty sis who will defend him. I mean, it is funny how Fushi just like weirdly rough with him now that he's like a 5-year-old boy, and he's just like, God damn
like an absolute asshole.
Yeah, he does. He just like keeps like luring this child away to like yell at him and grab him by the collar and be like, do something.
I would be a little annoyed at the Man in Black. Like, dude, come on.
The Man in Black is on vacation.
If you're going to abandon me, at least give me something to go on. Give me a plan.
He gave him the power to reconnect, and he was like, the knockers, I'm not interested because we already lost. So he's just like, I'm on holidays. I just want to. He's like when Satan in Sandman gives up hell and goes and lays on the beach in Australia, and he's just like, yeah, this is nice. Yeah, like
Q in Star Trek or something.
He's kind of like that too, but Kyo's has like sort of. Q gets turned into a human, but it's forcibly. He doesn't want to be one. The Q continuum turns him into a human as punishment, and he hates being a human actually. Also,
the Man in Black he's goal oriented, and he basically he has something he's trying to accomplish.
I mean,
Q's just a jerk.
Yeah, it's funny that you were like talking about a game of Civ, because it's like he got to the end and he got bored. He was like, Fushi's pretty good now. I've gotten to like the civilization age. This is boring. I'm gonna be a kid. Bye. Yeah, complete and utter defeat. Now that's a panel. Absolute manga. Yeah. Silly. Green, are you warming to Yuhi? What do you think?
A little bit.
He was right there in the restaurant.
He also is in the bush hiding to catch the hair ornament and make the moment slightly less harsh, which is funny, despite Fushi cucking him.
How doomed he is in his romantic quest is pretty adorable.
Yeah.
The running gag of you can get what Yuhi? I forgot his name.
I think his name is
the running gag where you can just get him to do anything by telling him like don't tell anyone, and he will unconditionally burst in and scream. Doesn't he scream at like Mizuha too? Like
he kind of does. Yeah, it's yeah. I like this little.
You can just type him up for bad ideas and he will always do them.
Another thing I was excited for Green was you keep mentioning Fushi, experiencing love and having babies. Well, you got your wish, dude. Congratulations. Fushi had a whole lot of kids in this. Yeah, he laid about 50 eggs. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Which is also like a weird choice to do it this way first.
It is funny to have a scene. It is funny to have a scene where a bunch of people who have never been in relationships like continuously try and explain to each other what love is very funny. Like, you has no idea, and then these two, like, the guy shows up and he's like, you love is blah blah. The little sister shows up and is like, no, love is feeling with. She does a netro, and they're like, what the fuck do you know? And then Mizo is also like, I'll teach you. It's like, you don't know either. No one knows. No one knows. Shut up. The only one who knows is Messar. He knows all about that.
Yeah. God damn, this was a weird thing. There's like two elements. Should we talk about Mizuha first?
Yeah, let's do the Mizuha stuff first and leave the best for last.
Because it escalates with her acting like crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yes.
And then there's a confrontation, and yeah, Michi, you should talk about it.
About Mizuha? Well,
yeah.
Well, Mizuha is just kind of like just like Fushi is just the solution to all of my problems. I mean, I think it's like an interesting. She has like lots of interesting outbursts in this section where, I mean, she's just like dealing with so much stuff at once that she just occasionally like glitches out almost, you know. But,
that's actually true, given how the novels operate. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like, well, the mom stuff is like interesting because of the mom coming back, that almost like kind of just brushed under the rug the whole thing that she totally just murdered her mom. And then it's like she's just kind of like keeping down like the whole thing, like I'm a murderer, and then I don't know if it really helped how much I hated myself already, and she's kind of like using Fushi almost as like a distraction. I mean, it's funny how throughout the generations of the Hayase bloodline, Fushi isn't just like a goal and an obsession. He's also like the ultimate coping mechanism, where he just continuously works as like, it's almost like they don't want to think about anything else, so they just focus all their attention on him. Yeah, and then it leads to a very violent finale where I'm trying to remember. We have the scene in the rain with the mom, right? Like that's
scene in the rain with the mom.
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm the point where it ends is Mizuha stabbing Funa, and if I understand it correctly, if the body has like the human body hasn't died yet, even though there's a knocker inside, they don't have regenerative abilities. Is that correct?
The body hasn't died yet without the body. If someone has a knocker on them, the thing is, it's kind
I forgot that we saw her knee here.
Yeah, it's like the idea is when the knocker, whenever you get hurt, it like switches personalities, and the knocker side takes over for a second, and you heal, and you're not even like, you don't even realize it. Yeah, so
okay. Because it's still like it ends at the moment where she hasn't regenerated yet, where she's just bleeding out on the floor.
No, she gets messed up at the end of this.
Also, everyone just has a Naginata. They're all in the Naginata club, and everyone has deadly weapons at home.
It's the Naginata. It's like it's Kohaku's own, right? Like, or it seems to be. Although I think
Fushi thinks it might be. Maybe he's just because he every time he saw a Naginata.
Yeah, maybe it's just a similar one. But yeah, but yeah. What do you have any more stuff to say about the Mizuha stuff before the end?
Yeah, I enjoy their cute little forced date things they go on. And they have isn't this a section where they have the confrontation with Tonari because Fushi was using her friends?
Thank you. I totally glossed over that.
Personally, I think Tonari's like way overreacting.
I think she's overreacting.
She kind of gets told as much. Like she kind of she kind of comes a bit around on that.
And this is obviously about more than just what's going on at this point.
Yeah, it's I mean, it is kind of messed up, but there was no ill will. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, and he goes so far as to go, "Oh, your friend who loved the stars. I took her body to go look at the stars. How cool that is!" Yeah. I mean, that is a little weird.
That's a bit strange. Yeah, showing her like a photograph of her dead friend in like supermodel clothing, is
that's what we can look forward to with fucking AI now. So that'll be fun.
That's true.
Did you see that? This isn't it. We're not going to do this, but did you see that they're like having dead people give interviews on the news now?
No, I did not see that.
Like a dead kid who died in an American school shooting, like appeared in AI form to like say how sad it was that he was dead, like on the news. It's like, let's just make this as weird as possible. Like, fuck it, I don't even care. But about Mizuha, that last panel, I think it was the last panel of the section we just read, where she's, globbed on the fushi and just like saying love me. Love me.
She's got blood all over her.
I gotta tell you, sold.
Green's gonna Green, damn it, did you learn nothing about not putting your dick in crazy?
Okay.
No, I love that. I mean, I've kind of made it so that we sort of like end in those stretches of, I mean, there's a lot of those panels. There's a lot of like ending on chapters with her just like being like crazy like that. Yeah, just like, be my friend, love me.
Of the Kohaku stuff.
Exactly, it's the Kohaku stuff. I mean, it's every character before then. He has like flashbacks about it in the stretches. Interesting, but okay, I'm like raring.
I don't. Wait.
Okay,
Final Mizuha. It might have been last stretch, but at one point she's in a basement. I think it's her grandpa's, and it's the basement from Bokurano. So I don't know if that's just a common style of basement in Japan. But if you remember in Bokurano, when like Shitty beats up his sister kid,
yes,
I think at the very beginning of the filler, like it was the same basement.
It was. You're right. Except they didn't have a piano in it, but yeah,
not a helpful thought, but it's something.
This volume depicts instances of self-injury and suicide. If you're experiencing suicidal thoughts or feelings, you are not alone. There is help. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, unless you're in a different country. Yes. Now let's get to the memory in the room. Cut to fat otaku, neckbeard.
Why did you post a photo of me instead of the manga?
I'm not sure you want to say that.
No shit.
You say that, but isn't he the greatest hero of all time? So
he's
we opened with a scene. We opened with a scene from fucking Onimai. And he gets his fucking.
Welcome to the NHK. Like this stretch.
And Mushoku.
And Mushoku. Yeah. He gets all his amazing memorabilia and treasures taken unfairly from him by his evil piece of shit dad.
Stuff, by the way.
Specifically sister stuff, not lolly. He has different stuff. Some of it is lolly though. I like him like calling his father an evil spirit.
Trying to exercise him,
But then who needs media, I ask you, when into his life comes the only thing he ever wanted, a little sister. How adorable.
The panel is really funny. Like when he introduces his new wife.
Yeah, he glances at her tits. He
looks only at the sister, then not her.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, the guy dad is behind him, like, this is not good. Yeah.
This whole scene
is almost like a first. It was love at first sight, bros.
Oh my god. This is, and there are levels to this too, because the dad goes,
so many levels.
We have to throw away all your freaky otaku pervert shit.
Yes.
Not because, and he doesn't think that the son is changed. I think it was just to keep up appearances. Where like the new wife was like, listen, I'll put up with him, but he has to get rid of his fucking stuff, so I don't have to think about it.
There's a great line where
as they leave, as they fucking leave to go, he says, "Listen, I know you're a lolicon, so just fucking behave." And leaves. And it's like, why would you say?
No. That's not just it though. He says that, and the son comes back with, "You're dating a woman like 20 years younger than you," and he's like, "Grumble, shut up, son." So it's like, it's even more fucked up. That's even funnier because he's like, Dad, you're fucking, aren't you? Like that was what I found really funny. Like his comeback was also just like added to that. Yeah, I love all these. I love this panel where he's like, I kept one of my little sis games, and it's like they're all like different ages, and then there's like a guy in the background, like my bro. Like he just loves being a big brother. Yeah, no matter who or what. It's
This whole stretch feels like welcome to the NHK mixed with guns. Like that's the experience.
Wonderful. Yes. She calls him by his name, and then he almost like, I mean, it's like weird because he's like half grooming her into calling him Oni-chan. But it's just all messed up because like he's like the nicest person to her by far, but he's also like doing it in sort of like a self-interested fetishy way where I don't think he was like gonna do anything. He was just like but he was kind of like indulging his like whimsies, and he was like, he's also kind of taking advantage of her without realizing, because he's kind of like taking advantage of how desperate she is for any sort of like human. Exactly. That's what I'm not stating it to you. I'm just explaining to the people who haven't read the manga like what the situation is without having to read every speech bubble. Like it's like lucky he's a nice guy, but like any other person could have easily just taken advantage of her. Like just like a wrapped parcel. Just like, this is the worst because her mom sucks. The dad isn't a dad. He's just like an angry businessman who wants to fuck this 32-year-old, and just no one cares. It's just like it's very depressing. Obviously, I mean that's the point.
He is a hero. You're right.
He becomes a hero. Yeah, he becomes that's what I love about the stretch is that it acknowledges that like people aren't just one aspect of themselves, and it's like people can have a bad, creepy side of themselves and yet still be good people, or still be good people in some circumstances. Like, it's because humans aren't as simple as just being like, he's X, therefore he's bad. He's Y, therefore he's good. It's like, no, what matters is what he does in his actions, not what he thinks and feels. On a day-to-day basis. So that's what's interesting. That's just something that you don't see in a lot of media at all.
It's weird because it seems like their entire relationship exists in this, well, I mean from his end at least, it exists in this strange uncomfortable gray zone where
sorry, I was just about to turn to the page where she falls on her knees and he like peeks between her legs, and I started laughing because I was just like, God damn it! It's like he's being like noble and watching over her, and then the second there's like a flash of skin, he's like gulp, and it's like, God damn it! What the fuck?
Because it seems to be in this uncomfortable gray zone where like his infatuation with her is not entirely innocent,
exactly,
but it's also not bad enough that he's going to, do something fucked up. So it's like, I don't know, it's like someone who owns like a lion but like keeps it in like a bulletproof basement. It's like, well it's also not going to hurt anyone, but it is there.
It's like, also one of those things where like his fetishism has become exacerbated from years and years of extreme like isolation and never ever interacted with a female at all. So just having a female of any age show him any attention is like setting off all of his his wanting and his need for human comfort, so, but it's like horribly misplaced, obviously, but it's just like, in his case, just like a case of withdrawal and desperation, where he has had so little affection, especially from the opposite sex, in his entire life, that he's just like imploding here. It's nuts. And then as you're like watching this like very weird relationship progress, and you as it's getting to like, you think it's like going somewhere nice, oh god, I totally forgot she calls him master. No, just like the mud ball, and it's just like, and you're just like, at least they're getting closer, at least it's something, and he's cooking for her, and it seems like she might be cheering up, And it's like, oh no, she's gonna be all alone on parent teacher day. Yeah, the parent student shows up.
He shows up and he's like, "Hey, Michi." He's like, "Some poodly looking motherfucker told me students are supposed to
look like this." Yeah, this is tearing all over. It's fucking.
I gotta say, him doing this was weird because it seems arguably worse than him just not showing up.
She surreptitiously moves the flowers from her desk.
Yeah, she must have placed that there.
Well, she probably expected the dad not to come because they never do. So they're just like,
she's pretending
it's
the
also,
dad is dead.
But it's also like, yeah, exactly. Oh, it's for the other parents. Like, you're right. She is. She's pretending that.
Yeah,
so they don't ask questions.
Is meant to imply they're
you're
dead.
Right. You're right.
Or wait.
And
or
also,
does she lie and say the parents are traveling?
No, how I interpret.
No, he says he's the father.
Is that like when children like die or commit suicide in Japan, then they put the flower on their desk.
I know that,
so
but it couldn't happen before the fact. I know it's foreshadowing, but I was wondering why it happened like in scene. I think Green is right that it must have been because she surreptitiously removes it when she sees him. So I think Green is right that it was meant to be like an excuse so other parents wouldn't start asking questions. Like just they assume he's dead.
She herself, like the girl herself, placed it there just as a.
That's the teacher. That's not just any girl. That's a.
No. I meant like memory.
Oh, memory did. No, because then they wouldn't.
The teacher just removed it.
I think the teacher had a scheme of putting the vase there so the other students wouldn't ask.
That makes sense. Yeah. And anyway, child suicide. That's what you when you start reading To Your Eternity, and it's about an orb that becomes a wolf, and medieval warfare. And then, like the 20 chapters later, like 10-year-old is throwing herself off a roof, and that's interesting. I didn't even notice that there's a bit of a panty shot even in that angle. Like she goes a bit ham with the panty shots during this stretch, which is funny because it seems like something that the brother is obsessed with, but you don't see, but then it just becomes like a thing, which is funny. I mean, I don't know. She's going through some stuff. I mean. I don't mind. I mean, it's realistic. If someone throws themselves off a roof, probably skirt would flip around. I'm just saying. It's just an objective view.
Don't do it.
I mean, this is a wonderful drawing. I just gotta say, like I stopped saying it some podcasts in, but still the artwork is wonderful and glorious, and it's amazing that it still looks great in a different time period because it wasn't just like the set pieces and decor of the medieval setting. Like this is a wonderful looking manga. And she just gets up. She fucking covered in blood. Oni-chan.
The author keeps doing little twists on the art style too. Like with Memori, like she has like a Higurashi face at one point.
She does. Yeah,
she's very derpy. She kind of resembles Rion and other cute girls,
and
but
she
she's
does
also
an interesting
kind of
effect with screen tones in her hair. I wonder how she looks in the anime when the anime gets there. Yeah, the art style's like evolved and like gotten like better and more expressive. I really like it.
This stretch is so weird.
It is. It's wonderful. It's amazing. So the brother starts suspecting stuff because normally when kids jump off the roof of a school and spatter in blood, turns out they don't survive normally. But now he has a perfect sister who calls him Oni-chan and is immortal.
I mean, this is at least a bit. This is at least a bit of a redemption for him, or shows that he's not just a pure piece.
Yeah,
of
he's not. He's
exactly.
Her
acting like a fetish object, he sees it as wrong.
Exactly. And not only that, but it shows he didn't just care for her as a physical object, as just a body.
He's more interested in who she is as a person than the idea.
Exactly. He cared about her as a person, as her personality. Those faces are so good.
God damn. The author was just having a real one.
I know. It's so.
That would be a good TFT.
That cut from blank face to creepy face to him horrified and then flip right in front of his face, and he's like,
"Oh my god!"
He's
that
like,
should replace the SpongeBob meme.
Yeah, this is
like
one of the greatest things I've ever seen in manga. Like it's insane. It's like a skirt flip. I'm your dear sister, Memory, that just runs off, and it's like, Now buy me some new clothes. How do you even deal with this? Like, this is exactly what I love about manga and anime. Like, good luck finding this in any other, like, genre of media. I challenge you, good sir. Everyone else would be fucking murdered for doing this. It's insane.
This was... Parts of this were a little insulting. This wasn't...
when it...
The one that really gets me
it jumped
is
the
stupid
Muramasa.
Asobashi, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, Asobase.
When the older brother shows up in that one, because he looks just fucking like me, and it made me so mad. To be clear, he looks like what I would
American.
look like if I was an anime character. Yes. He's white. Like he's a chunky white guy with long
like
hair that came
weird otaku. Yes.
Oh,
well, anime has begun to acknowledge the zeitgeist.
Why the fuck is anime betraying me like this?
It's real. We were playing murderer.
Finally got away from stupid, culture. And
he also
then
looks kind of like the Big Brother, and his chins remind of the Big Brother in Dead Demons, which is funny. Yeah. So yeah, he. I mean, I love the stuff that happens with him and the sister too.
I forgot about that panel where she looks fucking like a Monica.
Oh yeah,
with the broken neck.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. The fucking. I was gonna say I love when it starts to get into like all the stuff with her like torturing the brother and stuff, because it's really funny because it's like this is what you wanted, right? Like this is you wanted like an intimate relationship with your little sister, right? Well, here it is. Yeah, fucking.
This is stuff where I'm wondering like why.
Because
she is running out of ideas in the most glorious way.
No, she's not. She's full of ideas, and she's courageous and brave, and she gives no fucks, and that's how artists should be.
Okay, but can you explain to me the narrative or otherwise?
That's boring. That's how boring people make stories.
Of the man after he managed to free himself to wander half naked in the streets and
funny. And B, it's funny that after setting her up as like an object of fetishization, that he is the one being turned into like a sex toy. That's what's funny. Like it's glorious. Like because she doesn't want to just let him off the hook and make him heroic without him suffering some. Not that he doesn't suffer in the fight, but she also is like punishing his perversion in like the most ironic reverse way, where it's the very object of his obsession kicking the shit out of him. He doesn't like that kind. He wanted to. He wanted obviously just the normal stuff, quote unquote.
I love how we hit the surreal Emoto arc, and Michi becomes a French cultural critic from 1948.
I'm correct, and you're wrong if you disagree with me. Anyway, fight with a gardening tool. This fucking fight is so fucking great. I love how fucking gory it is. I love when she's a pile of limbs on the floor, and she has like the derpiest face.
Meow?
Yeah, she goes meow. She goes nyan on the floor. It's so fucking good. She regrows limbs. She's collecting fushi parts. She's making cat faces. This is just fantastic. I love teleports behind her, slices her arms off. I'm like, this is just made for me. This is my manga. And I'm amazed that in the year 2025 I would still be finding. I mean, it's like Muramasa. This I'm just spoiled for choices. I thought I knew all the things I would like, but no. Here it is. It's
like really cool how Fushi uses his body.
It's so cool. He like appears at different points and he makes weapons that he's just so experienced in this. She's just got no chance.
Not falling because her feet are cut off is pretty fun.
That's great too. That like how many times she uses her appearance to like.
I forgot.
He just like runs into the scene. He's like, Fushi, why is there a girl? Why are you holding a fucking like hedge trimmer? And there's a girl with her arms cut off on the floor. She's like, help! And fucking throws him. And he got saved through the wall. So good.
It's not even subtle. He gets team rocketed.
And
he looks at himself in the mirror.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He gets. It's just amazing. I just want to like, this might be my favorite volume of manga. Like volume 15 of True Eternity is just is just enshrined in my mind.
Oh, she looks like Turbo Granny there.
She does. She's like the switch where she's like, "You beat me up first, mister. You tried to kill me with a fucking sword." She's like, "Shut up, fucking knocker." She's like, "Fuck you." Like, that's so great. No, nothing that hurts. And she's stuck in a tree, and she's like, "Can I go home now?" Like, she's just like so spastic. It's fucking. Look at her, so happy when she gets freed. I mean, it's like every page a PFP. It's amazing.
I enjoy her, but holy shit, they need to explain why this knocker is, has personality to the point of being bipolar.
Yeah,
because we're so far past any motivation that might have made sense.
Let's go home, big man. And they also, I love how Fushi dropped his body in mid-class to go fight, and meanwhile, while this fight was happening, the teacher took his body and called the fucking ambulance and thought he was dead, and then he wakes up again in the ambulance and he's like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. Did you like the Dark Souls parody Little Sister game that has like energy drink or like lube and a hand and a book, and it's like the heart level? Like, she's a genius. She's a fucking genius, and I will hear no other terms used for her. It's incredible.
The only question is, what possessed her to put this in this manga?
I don't know, but I'm so happy it happened. Like, I don't like it totally. I don't. Oh yeah, but he hits his fucking head. God damn it.
Oh, you know who oh yeah, he hits his head. It's like Freddy got fingered. Like when the kid is like getting beaten up.
Just like
God damn.
Just like this is just like 11 out of 10. So I don't even care that like the last stretch isn't as good because I had this. It's like any manga that contains this is.
Only problem here is like now it's like it's moved from, oh, I need to recommend this to people. This is like this secret.
Now you have the same reaction that I did with Muramasa when I was recommending it. I was like, everyone play this. Never mind, no one play this. Only Green.
Now I'm still going to recommend this to people, but I'm going to hold back a little bit and be like, okay, is this the type of person who's going to get to chapter? Where even are we? Like 100?
130. Like 135.
Oh God.
30 to like 40. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, it's.
I mean, this is interesting.
There are
because
lots of people that are gonna have exactly like it reminds me of like Made in Abyss or like Mushoku's like weirder scenes. But I was saying to Ja, is like I can't. Not to be too plain to stereotypes, but it's like I cannot believe a woman wrote this. Like you read Made in Abyss, and you're like, a guy totally made this, and bam, a guy did. And like you read Mushoku, like this totally a guy who made this. And then you read this, and if I just read the stretch, I'd be like, it's like some weirdo. And it's like no, it's a female weirdo. But I didn't know she was a weirdo because this is the fucking acclaimed author of A Silent Voice, a movie you showed to your parents in the cinema, and then it's like, you want to see her other stuff? It's like, yeah. The skirt flip, the fucking support dying pile of limbs on the floor, kill me in a bucket full of firecrackers. Let's go. Like,
I would like an explanation. I would just like the mangaka to explain why she chose this moment to go this hard in a new direction.
She had this inside of her. Like,
this and she's feeling safe. It's like, fuck it, let's have some fun. Was she thinking, I might be losing some of the people who haven't had anything funny in a while? Like, I don't know.
It's just,
I'm also wondering.
It's just great that like
it's just an odd creative decision.
I just love how much different stuff she has inside her. I love when people are fucking eclectic like that.
Yeah, she's a regular Fushi. So much fucking happened this. We had whole,
and it's not, and it was like an 8 chapter stretch, right? Like, I know they're getting like longer, but like technically this is just like a volume and a half of content. Like,
you know who Big Titty Orphan Sister reminds me of, actually?
Who?
She reminds me of the female teacher from Kodomo no Jikan, the one who has a crush on the main character.
Oh yeah. Did you like the scene where Mizo has like, I'm a fucking master of karate and judo, and he's like, yeah, well, I've got big tits. And she's like, damn it.
And then Mizo has like, actually,
yes,
I'm going to run around the corner and have Fushi turn into an umbrella. And
yeah. Also, like, I just noticed this, but her outfit she wears during this part, like the like big white coat, kind of makes her look like how her ancestors used to dress, with like the capes around the time of not Hayase, the other one, Hiname or whatever the fuck, the tiny one who wanted to sleep with Fushi. So that's a funny.
I mean,
detail.
The final panel, the way the coat, the way her collar is, it looks like an old timey, military coat. Or something.
Yeah. Like it's fucking, it's great. I love all the little sides.
Just talking about the brother a tiny bit more.
Yeah, well, we're about to get to his big scene.
Okay,
but
I was gonna say it's like Made in Abyss in that it's not super direct, but it captures the feel of something that comes up in real relationships, which you'd like never ever ever see in media, which is like the bizarre dynamic of knowing someone has like very weird inappropriate feelings for you or something, but overall the relationship is still good and they keep it under control, so you just pretend to know it to not. I mean, it's not there.
Perverts are still people. I will say, like, that, you know, it's like really what you do is much more important than what you think or feel is all else. Like this stretch.
Although if he wasn't a pervert, he never would have done any of the good stuff either.
Exactly.
So
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It has its good and bad sides. Like, I don't know. Like,
it reminds me of how we just watched Hellsing, and remember Integra and that old guy who, you know, like funded her organization or something.
Oh yeah, Lord Pennyworth or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that guy.
When Integra's all sad that he's dead at the end, I was like, yep, he was into me, but he never made it weird. God bless him. It's like, that's kind of this.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for that. I mean, it's a very common relationship many people have experienced, and yet it gets underrepresented. I'm just gonna go kill my cat. Hold on a sec.
No.
I think instead of killing your cat, you should. I have to take a call. I'll be right back.
Oh God.
I love that. I love that stupid dance pose she does. That's what I call recycling. The goofy little, looks like this like Doraemon panel. Shut up.
I mean, she is a little.
I mean, it's interesting the stuff they go through with like, there's like stuff in here about like whether people, you know, like people who die, whether or not they want to come back.
Yeah, like her spirit never passed on, stayed around.
Yeah.
And I'm like also thinking about the knocker mechanics again. Like, is the trigger for the knocker to be able to take over, like, temporarily control the body? It seems to be the wanting to die part. Like, that seems to be like the part where they decide, okay, I can take over this body when.
No, that's not necessarily true, because if you get hurt, it also takes over. Like, if you, and that's not about wanting to die. Like, and they can save you from like lethal injury. It also, I think it's just like, it's like when the knocker feels it has to take over, it can like override you. Like, that's the thing. Like when you get hurt, it's just like it kind of like shuts you off for just a second to heal you. Or when with Mizuha, I think it was just like she was feeling so many overwhelming emotions that she couldn't deal with. In order to protect her, the knocker like blacked her out, you know, and did stuff.
The way I interpreted it is that they only do this after someone has like acknowledged that they.
No, that's also I'm not the full takeover. You're right that there are like, but I don't think you have to. I mean, they do say something at some of them say stuff about like only like infecting people who are at least depressed, if not wanting to die. Like, there's like, I forget if it was in the stretch or not. I mean, I apologize. It's been a while since I read. But there's like, but there are lines about like, there's a line where someone says something to the effect of like, if you're wanting to die, then you're not really living, and so a knocker is like, I will enter this body because this person isn't really taking advantage of living anyway, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Knocker. I mean, but then again, you always have to take with a grain of salt what Knockers say, because it's like.
Sure. Yeah, we still also don't know their
like,
goals.
Knockers will say like, it's okay, we only do it to suicidal people. Like, you can trust us. Like, we're only helping out people who are depressed, like make their lives better. But it's like, well, maybe people who are just depressed or sad are just easier targets for mental takeover because their wills are weakened and they feel like they want to give up anyway. Maybe you would take over everyone if you could. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out what they are up to.
It's interesting. I mean, I think while this is my favorite, like, let's say, like, stretch of the 21st century stuff, I still think the ending is strong. Like, it's a good finale, and especially it's like a really good ending fight. Like, it ends on a good note for sure. I don't think it ever quite reaches the dizzy heights of whatever the fuck this is, but this is
how much do we have left in this stretch?
Like till like chapter 165 or something like that, maybe.
Oh, okay, so it still goes like quite a bit.
Yeah, a bit more. Maybe I'm like misjudging. Maybe it's just another 20 chapters, but there's still a chunk to go. Like, it's not not near the end quite yet. I was trying
to finish everything.
Oh yeah, I finished everything like a month ago or something. Yes. It the last stretch is good. Like, it has good stuff in it. The best stuff of the last stretch is like it has. I don't think the overall narrative of the last stretch is very interesting, but I think in it contains like a very strong short story in it, like there's like a stretch of chapters, you'll know what I'm talking about, that are like very good. Like, they're one of the best parts of To Eternity. But I don't think it ever gets quite as good as this. But it ends well.
As core again as it is right now.
Yes, exactly. It will never be as for me as here. Damn it! I wanted to make time for Green to show up for the big finale. Well, fuck. Well,
yeah.
Oh, there he is. Green. Look, she's doing silly poses and saying she recycled the body of that girl because she didn't want it anyway. Shut up.
There are so many just amazing little panels.
Yeah, I know there's so many. I just want to frame them all on my wall, like every little pose and face.
Yeah, do it for her.
Yes, I love the. This goes hard. I was not expecting, when I started reading the manga, I really wasn't expecting the word pedo to appear, but there it is. She really lays into him. She really fucking gives it to him. Like, every possible thing that was remaining unsaid, she just spells all of it out.
He mounts the incredible defense. Nuh-uh.
He says, "Boy, give me that sword. Give to me the sword of righteous fury." He doesn't deny anything, though. He just says, "I'm gonna fucking attack you with a sword," and it's like, "Oh no, not your innocent little sister." God damn, that fucking. He just gets the shit kicked out of him so fucking hard. She's fucking sitting on him. I mean, this is nuts. This really is. It has my favorite chapter cover, the one with the reflection in the water. How fucked up is the fucking backstory too? Jesus. Like, she just breaks her arm on purpose, and she's just like there smiling, and the mom just like admonishes her. The fucking mom being like, "I can't sleep because you're crying from your fucking."
That was the thing that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, really. Like, and again, she says, "I want to die just like Mizuha did." Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and like
not
the
good.
Girl, apparently.
And then the greatest manga panel of all time. I mean, she mounts a very strong argument. That's the thing. Like, she's nuts, but she's like, "Do you know what this girl's been through? And you think you're like the hero? Like, I'm the one like alleviating her pain, taking over this body. Obviously, it's all like knocker bullshit, but he makes good points. Yeah,
feels like inside as it's going on.
Yeah, exactly. The sister at first is like very happy to be dead, but then she like slowly begins to to want her life back, and
that panel should be like, "You are cringe."
It's amazing. Just it's so good. And
I like
gives him the sword
Bond.
and goes, "Hoi, come on!" Yeah, fucking. Oh, it's so good. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
Bond turns out to be once again like an MVP.
Yeah, Bond is always. You always want Bond with you out of the crew. Like it's. Oh
that
my
scene where he
god!
just throws the sword. It's great.
Yes, through her fucking neck. God damn. Yeah, I love this fucking cover. It's so good. Essay. Yeah. That drawing of him just getting kicked and like all the snot coming out of his nose is like
It's a good drawing.
It's especially brutal. And then you just have like, I love the clashing like art styles where like Bon and Fushi look kind of like they always have, but then the brother looks like weirdly like realistic, or he looks like a weird like Akira character or something, and then she looks like a fucking Ojomajo Doremi little fucking waif, and it turns all cartoony and then really violent. It's like starts fucking scalping him. Holy shit.
Yeah, like he
so fucking
takes
good.
it like it's nothing. I think like all his hair ripped off.
He's just fucking he gets kicked and all his bones broken and shit. He just really fucking carries. He just takes a beating for the fucking team.
Another microscopic panty shot. They were just there's
one there's one there. There's one when she does like the slide kick here. I mean, she just really, I mean, she acknowledged how short her dress is. She does it. There's one. She has a really short dress.
I didn't dwell on it, but the skirt flip moment, there was never a clear reason for her to do that. She's just acting crazy.
She just like teases him and makes fun of him for being a pervert. Like, she's just like, you'll shut up, won't you, if I just show you my panties because you're a sicko, right? So here, like, that's what she was saying.
It sure showed him.
I'm more alive than I've ever been. That's such a good one. Talking through bodies like the jacked fucking arm is so good. I want to live. All you One Piece fans who have been gushing over the Nico Robin panel, get fucked because a better manga just superseded it. Fucking
I don't
bam.
know that. I need
right
like
through the neck.
I need like 5 or 6 minutes. Do you want to just keep gushing while I'm reset
gushing
myself?
over magical girls. I mean,
go for it. We're watching that next. But,
I mean, you were here for like the big like brother scene. I will say the following scene
you guys
is good, but it's more amusing.
Okay, well, just talk for 5 minutes while I leave. I'll be back.
How good is the page? That's how I want to die. What? Just ahead, and then dang, all along the girl that we saw.
Mystery girl.
This is like a fucking. What's he called?
That reminds me of Astro Boy.
I was I was thinking Tezuka 2 or like Gege no Kitaro or whatever the fuck, but also it reminded me of like Devil Man, like the kind of shit you'd see in that, like when the little brother gets decapitated at the house. Go Nagai, thank you. Yeah. Cough. So fucking weird. Fucking just squishes her and puts her in a bucket of fucking explosives.
Yeah, like what exactly is it? Like, is she exploding on her? It's like
it's little cherry bombs. Yeah, little fireworks. Yeah, I guess enough of them would be enough gunpowder to kill a bunch of knockers. I mean, it's funny that I love that the argument just goes like, no, I don't want to die. I want to live more. And she's like, no, you're making a scene. She's like, okay, I'll give it my best shot. She died as she lives, screaming in agony.
And being weird. Yeah.
And being a weirdo. Like, oh, man. Thank you for coming into my life, Psycho Memory. And normal Memory, too. I love you both. There's still some enemies left. Maybe this time ain't as peaceful as you thought, is it, Fushi?
Yeah, especially if everyone has a Nagina at home.
At least she comes back to life. Yay.
Like, her jumping from, like, high point to high point reminds me of Bleach somehow.
Yeah,
like,
she does. She looks like Rukia on the traffic light, on the street light. Yeah, you're right. Yes. And then we get a little bit of I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm very weirded out by this. This scene is very strange with the guy gets like slapped by Mizuha.
Yeah, oh god, that's like one of the most horrifying
that
things.
really is like Junji Ito, but I'm even having finished the manga, I'm not sure I understand what happened actually.
I think it's like knocker stuff going on.
But
that like parts of her knocker like
maybe
transferred over and just killed him out of revenge.
Yeah, maybe he got just like knocker genes killed him. That's what makes the most sense, but it's strange because knockers don't really do that again in the story. Like they don't, like they take people over, but they don't fucking like break everyone's bones and break all their teeth out. She has got some obsession with teeth, I will say. Like it's interesting. This is the second. Well, think about it. The flashback of the guy, whatever he's called. Remember, we had an entire backstory of him and then the other woman having his teeth pulled out, and then he's like obsessed with dentures. Like she has a very strange fascination with teeth.
Right.
What did you think of all the weird stuff with the? Oh wait, no, that doesn't happen yet. Sorry, never mind. But yeah, the fucking murder and blood and the culprit was. It's hilarious that he like stops her and she's like, huh, what's going on? And she's like, just murdered someone, and you're like, she's doing the knocker did it thing, but it's like, you know who else did that? There's a guy called Kohaku, and he used to also like butcher 3 people in a kitchen and then be like, what, me? No, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, sorry, I have no idea what I was doing, stabbing that person to death multiple times.
I assume that stays fucking word ambiguous.
I guess
it more clear
it's made a bit. I think it's made a bit more clear where it's like, I mean, part of it is kind of the knockers kind of, in a way, they kind of fulfill your subconscious desires sometimes. Like if they pick up that you like really want to do something, or you feel like a lot of like hatred or anger towards someone, they might like kind of aid in that, but that makes it kind of like a conjoined crime thing where it's like you're both sort of culprits, like with the murdering the mom. So it's what a scene to end on. It was blood.
Yeah, we skipped over Fushi turning into a mosquito, suck some yummy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Another strange little scene.
Yes, many strange scenes. And the blood looks really nice like that. I've never tried doing it in screen tones rather than just blacks. And also, when it's very scribbly like this, it looks a lot like smudged blood and bleach. That's how Kubo does it a bit. Very cool. Tear Eternity wins all the mangas. This is it. It's all downhill from here, boys. No, no, you'll like the next stretch probably more. The green and I will not, but it's still very good. Hell yeah. What is the third? Oh right. Spirit Circle.
Which is only space for 2 manga.
I don't know if Green still has stuff to say about your eternity, but oh well.
I mean, we can start with Spirit Circle, and if he comes back and he wants, we can just switch to that.
Spirit Circle.
Spirit Circle.
What was the last? Is this the website? Yeah. Chapter 15. The Nearly Dead Dumbledore. Damn, Fortuna. What you cooking? Fortuna's like, can the man grill for God's sake?
I mean, we are not there yet. I don't know exactly. Stuff gets a little too.
I like Fortuna a lot. I mean, that's what I mainly remember from the manga. Turns out is the Fortuna stuff. So, yes.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
We both off screen already agreed that this is so far the best part, both in plot, story, and in art.
So far I think that the lives, the past lives, have progressively gotten like more interesting, like a step up each time. At least
even though this is like a very short part compared to some of.
You're right. It didn't. The Greece one was like longer, but so we open. This is one of my favorite things that like slowly builds up in normal time is the all the stuff with like him having to juggle all, it's almost like he has multiple personalities. I know they're like past lives, but
he seems to get the hang of it now.
Yeah, he's like arguing with himself, and he's like occasionally he like says and acts like his other lives. I like this drawing a lot of the trail of of him like behind him. That looks very nice. It's a nice perspective angle here.
So I'm with the shadows.
Yes, you're right. It looks like the last one of the other one, and I started seeing people as the others. Like he's a bit confused. Then we find out that, at least according to East, like Coco is just like kind of became like obsessed with the original Coco, and she is not really living her own life. She's just like, which makes sense. That's why she's so obstinate. I think that at the beginning here already a bit, but especially after we come out of the flashback, the artwork has gotten better outside of the flashback bits. Like there are more.
Yeah, a little bit. I
like the scratchy shading. The lines have gotten
definitely like more like background screen tones and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like this looks better. We get less of those repeat panels. Stuff like this appearing in real time. With all I like the angsty phone stuff. We got some cute moments with Coco, and then he decides to go back to Japan. I mean, he is in Japan, but past Japan.
Did the father like mention Napoleon and stuff like this last stretch, or was it in this stretch?
It was this stretch. He mentions like, take my book on Napoleon the Lion or something, and he's like, that's a manga. It's like, shut up.
So then this stretch is the first one that actually makes direct connections to like our world history. I mean, it's still not
he
sure
mentions the father also mentions
like an alternate timeline or if it's the exact same, but no, we do.
Father mentions Nobunaga and Greece.
Yes.
So it's like, and then when we go to the past, they mention like Tokugawa, right?
Tokugawa,
exactly. So okay. So the other ones were just kind of like vague allusions to those times, I guess, but they were those times. Green, did you have stuff to say about your eternity at the end there? I heard his mic rustle, so I thought he was back. Hello?
Oh, you did? I didn't.
That's weird. Okay. No. I just seem crazy now. Well, so he's did they explain what the deal was with his face? Was he like branded for being a bastard or something?
No, I think that's just
the birthmark. Okay. It didn't seem as important in this stretch, except that they used it as like they used it as like the symbol for meeting up. There wasn't like you're ostracized because of your mark. It was just like, it's cool.
Yeah, it's true. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it that it's not come up in this entire stretch.
Yes.
Here we have actually good fight scenes, better art.
They're cool. The girls are cute. I like the stuff with. I like all the stuff with him hanging out with the guy because he just shows up and immediately they're like kind of reliving the romance from the Greek time, and then he like immediately like, are you a drinking man? Let's drink some sake together, because they were old drinking buddies, and they have like they're good at like fighting together.
We see it. And this time Umi, the judo girl, is his sister.
Yes, he's his cute Emoto. This is like it's like nothing special as like a concept for like a samurai era story, but it is like effectively done. Like it could be it's almost like the plot of like a Kurosawa movie, but drawn in manga style. But it's done effectively. It's cool. I mean, I like the camaraderie. It's funny that they kind of bring back the whole his brother constantly sending assassins after him thing again. But this time it's like more interesting.
And fire as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we don't know if this version set fire to his own thing, but we find out that like the old one, after he got kicked in the head by a horse, he set fire to his own house, it's an interesting structure just to like give you tidbits of when you think like that timeline is over,
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, we've done all the, like we had it before with like the Aztec-y stuff where it was, or Maya stuff where it was like, okay, we know phone and a story, but then we find out about the girl's backstory like later, and here like we find out details about Van's time even after all this time. Like it's been like, I don't know, 14 chapters since then or something, and we're still getting like little details like, oh, that's how the brother died. That's why the assassins stopped coming. I mean, we knew he had died, but we didn't know exactly how.
Yeah, what happened? Green Michi asked if we still want to say
If what?
your eternity stuff.
If you had more stuff to say about your eternity, because we finished up. Right
I think I'm good. Just
okay. What
it
do you
was
think,
a lot.
What do you think
good.
of when she goes ooh and her head is cut off, and then they throw it in a firecracker thing, and she's like, "I'll be a big girl and take it on the chin," and then she explodes in agony.
I think it's the greatest thing that's ever.
Me too. What a coincidence.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So we get essentially just like we're just like wondering during the stretch when Coco is gonna show up, and then she does, and then they're at odds because she's gonna fucking.
I mean, it's a very stupid decision to antagonize the show.
It is. The brother was like irrational because of his hatred for his bastard brother, so he just went crazy.
And by the way, the samurai who looks like another character with.
He's the guy. I think he. At first, I thought he was just the friend, but then no, he shows up later. He's a Buddhist. I think he's the like guy who was his teacher. In swordsmanship, in the van one where he was like, good, my lad, this will be your first kill. I'll give you some money now that your dad kicked you out. Like that. I think it's that guy. Okay. I don't think it's his dad. I think it's is it his dad? I think it's another
I'm not sure. Like the nose looks different.
Yeah, the nose looks different from the side. What is more important is that it turns out that
I think it was,
he was the samurai that he like sent to the afterlife a few chapters ago on the street. That was a really nice touch. I didn't make that connection until they put it back later. I was like, oh fuck, he was like a soul that was drawn to him because he died like in combat.
That also means he cannot have been any one of the other reincarnated because
you're right. Maybe he just wasn't anyone else.
There are a few characters who aren't
other people.
They're just one-offs.
It becomes a bit tricky because it's not like he has like very different people. Like normally you have to look for like the one element that distinguishes them, like the eyes or the nose or something. Yeah.
And later on, Fortuna basically says you're not going to see Ray.
Yes, that's right.
For a while.
Yeah, I thought Ray was ruined, but I guess not. That would explain them looking a bit different. So damn it.
And this is the first time we meet the main character's mother.
Yes, that's right. She was his wet nurse, essentially, which is cool. Speaking of this being like a Kurosawa movie, they also have the acknowledgement of guns fucking killing samurai, just like in Seven Samurai.
Yeah. I actually
that's silly. Like historic. Yeah, that's historically silly because everyone used guns and immediately understood how valuable they were. They were not considered dishonorable at all.
Oh yeah, sure, but I mean, even here, she's not saying it's dishonorable. She's just saying like the age is over. But just it makes sense that like the shogunate might have guns when this family doesn't.
I also felt silly because at least in my translation, the guy is talking about. I think the dream he had. The best friend is looking back to the Egyptian place.
Yes. Yeah.
And Phos. And they said, it was never going to work out because we grew up on the other side of the tracks. And then I thought, what a silly idiom to use. There's no trains in this world.
Yeah,
then
that's like
that's like
when people say. That's like when people say. That's like
hold down the fort. Maybe?
No, when people say fire arrows in medieval stuff, like firing is only a term for firearms. Like people say shoot. People said shoot arrows. They never said fire an arrow. That only makes sense if you have guns. Yeah. So you watch an old medieval watch of Vikings and they go fire when they all shoot their arrows and it's like what? There's a fire where?
How did the orcs know what a menu was?
Exactly. That's fantasy at least. I'm talking about historical stuff. You're just mad because you're gonna make a mistake like that in something you write and then you want to have not be culpable. Yeah, also they slice the
Then
fuck
we
out
get
of
the
each
best-
other.
the
Yeah.
best scene and the best page in the entire manga.
It
so
was not only artwork wise, but also it's a great line here. Just saying, it's good to
Yeah.
see you again as they slice all their limbs off, and
It's like it's ridiculously brutal.
it is. It's nice. It's
So
nice,
much,
nice and violent. I like this.
story.
I like the backgrounds here a lot too. Like here, they're very like
Yeah, they're really good
detailed.
at this.
I don't know if he had like a really good assistant or if it was him. Sorry, not to be insulting, but sometimes that's the case. And then I like this like shuffly bit with this. We see the spirits for like one shot. It's like, oh, they're
Yeah.
still around. And then
He's also learned. One pattern I've noticed with Spirit Circle, it seems like he keeps saying short and sweet and simple and clear.
Yeah.
Where instead of these sprawling fight scenes with a bunch of panty shots and black backflips and people yelling drill kick, he'll just have a few. He'll just have a couple pages of people squaring off, and it's you get an ending with a clear silhouette where you know exactly what happened.
This is what like fights with katanas were like a lot of the time. It's just like it's like two people running at each other, slicing into each other, and like both of them die. It's just like
it leads to one of my favorite sayings actually. The greatest swordsman need only fear the worst.
Oh,
I love that saying so
that's a
much.
good one. I thought you were gonna say the vagabond one of like the sharpest sword remains.
Oh, okay.
No, like the sharpest sword is like the one that remains sheathed or something like that sort of thing.
Why is he like this?
Danger! Look out! It's funny that they warned them of the landslide. Yeah, and then we have them. They meet the cute Dotaru, and she immediately dotes on him, as all of her incarnations will. I like this. I like this dynamic a lot of them just like calling each other. They're like Monty Python, like stupid English person. Your father smelt of elderberries, just insulting each other back and forth. And then she's like, "Wah, stop fighting!" And they're like, "Oh, we're not fighting. We just hate each other." Yeah. Again, funny that this guy's an alcoholic in every fucking timeline is funny. He's a Buddhist monk.
Doesn't he renounce?
He's also a monk in most of the timelines.
He's also a religious man in most. You're right.
This is what
I was gonna say. He's like kind of the author's way of sneakily bringing a like. Because that's been the whole thing. It's been like, oh, all these cultures, even though they're so different, there's reincarnation. He's also kind of being like, all religions are basically the same religion. Like, it doesn't matter if you're born as a Buddhist priest, and then next life you're a fucking a Christian preacher, and then you're a fucking Aztec like priest. Like, it's all the same. Whatever. It's just like worship. Yeah.
I'd be born as a Judas priest.
Good one. So today, be reborn and live again, as the Buddha teaches. I like that section.
It's funny that he just drops that as a metaphor in the middle of the actual reincarnation.
And it's funny that like they have all these flashbacks of like their violent, bloody history, and also the cat sphinx is there. Like, good God, that was a brutal scene because that led to all of her tribe being fucking killed. Yeah, but it's just a funny little. And it's also harkens back because that was one of the few past lives where they didn't kill each other directly.
Kill each other directly. It's interesting that after like thinking about this, or really just they shed like some of the karma, and it's a little bit unclear how that happens or why this happens in this moment. Like, what exactly?
Yeah, that's
like,
it's left ambiguous. Could it be an actual like religious thing? Like he actually has like Buddhist, like powers, or could it be just them finally just someone pointed out to them for once how kind of silly their conflict is
in the same space.
It might just be as simple as just like it's just something that normally isn't brought to their attention because they're the only ones who kind of know about it. Like during the Greek timeline, no one ever came up and was like, just like stop squabbling. Like they were kind of the only ones who knew. Maybe just having someone so honestly pointed out to them made them just both have like a little epiphany. I mean, who knows?
Also, we should pay attention to the order, because I wonder if there's going to be a pattern where after this they steadily. I wonder if there's like a pattern of them getting less aggressive to each other over time.
Yeah, maybe you might be right.
Yeah.
As the scar on his face gets like lighter and lighter, their hatred is lesser and lesser.
Also, Michi, you kind of hinted at something. Just one thing to look out. I forget the exact ways it happens, but one thing that is kind of a pattern in this manga is an incarnation will resolve something that was a problem in like the previous incarnation.
Yes.
Or they try to, that like they resonate with each other, like they kind of learn lessons over incarnations somehow.
It's true.
It's just something to look out for a little bit, because you'll notice like character flaws tend to change, and
kind of going back to like, I mean, obviously the point is reincarnation, but like especially not just reincarnation is like, oh, I will continue to live forever. It's like maybe in the next life I'll get a chance to like undo or do something I didn't get to do, or redo something I fucked up in this timeline. Kind of like in the same way Biscuit Hammer, they were like, oh, maybe we'll be born as your kids again. Who knows? Something like that. Like
we also saw this time incarnations. Remember in Dream's previous incarnations, which I don't think we had.
Which is an interesting idea. It's supposed to be there to make you think like maybe some dreams you have that are weird are just like past lives you're remembering, which is a fun idea. I like this little section where they're acting like as if they would be a couple and adopt the girl is cute too. And again, it reminds me, as everything does, of Muramasa when they float out the idea of like when it seems for a second like Kageyaki and Muramasa might adopt Hikari.
Yeah, I thought the same thing actually.
And then we have their like, no, I find you gross.
But they both like the idea of adopting the.
They do. I mean, they kind of, maybe if they had like lived longer and stayed together, but they just exhausted themselves to death in a.
I find you gross for both missing half their body parts.
I mean, that's not
together. They make one person.
They're not missing any body part that disfigures the parts that matter for sex, really. So it's fine.
Thanks.
I like that the injuries mirror each other.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, when they have them lying down, each one is sliced the opposite one's arm and leg.
It is a little on the nose, but that's fine. You're allowed to be on the nose sometimes.
Yeah.
I will say I did feel very vindicated because
this is
when you see the severity of their injuries, my immediate thought was like, okay, obviously they neither would survive that. And then a few pages later,
it doesn't really like, bandages and someone mopping your brow doesn't account for like infections and infections and bleeding in pre-septic times. So
I mean, there's like, I think I've read this I don't know, years and years ago, like just losing a hand, you have a 50% chance just dying from the shock of like nothing else.
There's bad stuff like that. And like most people, in the olden times when they had all those punishments for like cutting a hand off a thief, like that was a lethal wound most of the time. Like
50% time at least.
Well, no, that's the shock part you're saying, but what about like cauterization and infection and stuff? It's like, or just bleeding out. Like, I like this transition a lot. I like this scene almost seems like something out of like an old like Buddhist manuscript. You'd find like the two cripples having their last conversation, that they slowly drift off and one is like asking after the other. It's fun, and also she hints at her backstory here, but he doesn't hear it in his memory because he dies first. But then she tells him later like what the deal was, which is
I also really like we're getting to it, but the meeting place, the tree being then the restaurant, and then everyone meeting up at this restaurant.
Yeah, that's a great section. Him like going back to it and being like, oh my god, this place. It's good. It gets better and better. I'm feeling better about my memories of Spirit Circle.
I mean, I still like it less than Biscuit Hammer, but as I said, this is the best stretch so far.
I think this one gets like better and better the further you go, and I felt like Biscuit Hammer peaked more in like the 75% mark.
I think Spirit Circle is just a perfect manga for what it is, and then Biscuit Hammer maybe hits higher highs at times, but
it's more ambitious, like we were saying with the artwork.
It's so much more consistent and good.
Yeah, like it doesn't fail as much, but it doesn't hit as many good. So
there's no part of Spirit Circle that's just fuck this, get to the good part, where there is that.
I feel that a lot, and I always feel that in like albums. Like there are some albums that are just like no skips, but all the songs are just like very good, and then there are some albums that have like your favorite songs ever, and then the other half are like okay, and you're like I don't know which I prefer.
The Samurai guy. The Ghost, that actually shows a level of planning and foresight that just did not exist in Biscuit Hammer.
Yeah, that's very
I don't think Biscuit Hammer has any call forwards like that or anything. He was
it has a few. It has like a few, like the Dark Knight.
Don't conquer contradict me.
I think Biscuit Hammer has some where it leaves things that I don't think he necessarily planned, but he left like as open at the beginning, where he kind of hinted like, oh, X character wished for something, but he doesn't tell us exactly what, and then he can. That's not necessarily something he had to have come up at that time. It's just something he kind of like left like as like an open door for himself, and then later he could be like, oh, here's what it turned out to be, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. You never know exactly.
Well,
if
with
stuff was
this one, it would have to be planned, because it was like I guess it couldn't. I guess you could say like maybe he just wanted a ghost and he just chose a samurai randomly, and then later he thought, oh, what historical period should I do? Samurai. Oh, maybe I'll include this. I guess, but this seems more planned. Yeah.
I'm not sure. This might actually be the incarnation that's closest to the present day.
No, the next one is based on the picture on the cover.
Oh, the next one? I didn't look at the cover. I didn't see what it was.
Like a businessman with a suitcase or something.
Okay. It might be. What's he called? It starts with L. Like fuck. Yeah. Like Lafayette or something.
I am getting so sick of her little lip zit thing.
Yeah, why does she do that? Whenever she says like the most annoying line, where she says like something where she's being a bitch, her lip like grows, and you're like, God damn it, fuck you. Yeah, stop doing that. She's literally it's literally when she's lippy. Like, it's when she's getting lippy. Yeah.
Sean Connery would straighten her right out.
But backhand. Yeah. Like,
a few final thoughts. Oh, yeah, fuck. I like how East is being proactive.
Yeah, East is
telling her,
very
like,
interesting.
Don't spoil the story, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, and he's being like,
she's
clouded in anger. Please help her. Also, we get a cute moment here where they're like, let's go on the date. She had a lot of cute blushing in these chapters, where earlier she overhears him say something about a date, and then she's like mean about it, but then in the bathroom she's like, why am I blushing? And then here she's also like, well, let's go on a date, and it's cute.
Yeah. A lot of funny hijinks, and everyone calls them out. It's like, you're on a date, and she's like, no.
And then they acknowledge how like these two are kind of a couple in like each timeline, but then they're like, we're related, but also we could get married, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and they might be the descendants of the sister.
They are they're almost certainly. Yeah, that's confirmed. And also, he won't stop fucking crying. And also, Green, how sad did you feel for like Cute's tall art girl, where she's like, I'll be your nude model, and he's pipe down, woman. I'm thinking of the other chick. Yeah.
Like Nagatoro.
That sucks. I feel so bad for her. Yeah. Please, I don't remember at all like what happens in like present time, but like just give me one timeline where they're like a couple. Come on.
I remember how it ends. We'll get there.
Oh, nipples! Let's go! Fucking Fortuna! Fucking big ass eyebrow,
those
motherfucker!
Go fucking hard.
They're literally hard. Yeah, maybe there was a draft in the room. I want to see.
Also, this is in behind his arm.
I remember. Yeah, Lafal. That's his name. Yeah, Lafal. I think
if this is the one I'm thinking of, I think it's like the far future.
Yeah, I think it's the far future. I think the samurai one might be closer in time to Lafal than Lafal.
The gun implies it's relatively recent.
Yeah, I think
you might be right.
But there is another one. I forget.
I also in my notes I have it's a bit before this. You might have missed it, but that little montage of panels where it shows all the different lives holding up a number with their language's character they would use for the number. I just like that. That's cute.
That was a good one.
Like the Mayans have horizontal lines.
I believe. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Well, no. Well, that's just the Japanese for 2. That's not. Each of them isn't what they are. Like the 5 for Japanese isn't a 5. That's just random. If anything, there should be the kanji for 5 here, and here should be like some weird kune form. It just does that all the time. Like here it switches. I don't know. Like here the Japanese 3 is the 3, and then I don't know what. I mean, in the future, maybe an E with 2 things on the bottom and the top is a 1. I don't know. And he's used this one for 5 before. This must be like some really old, like Indo-European script 5. That then I think this is an old 5, and then it gets turned sideways into our modern 5. So yeah. So yes.
Anyway. Shit. Do we?
I think that's about it.
We're making progress. We only have a couple more lives left.
Yeah. Speaking.
And we are like halfway through, or a little bit more than halfway.
Well, you can see right there. We've got 4 of the 7.
45.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah,
does
it's
it
like
say here?
20 chapters.
Yeah, 45.5, I guess. Yeah.
Am I forgetting one? Because like there's the Far Future guy, then there's Fortuna.
That's it.
I think there should be one more,
I think
right?
that
It should be 7.
I think Fortuna is one of the 7.
He's the 7th. Like current time is
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
current
7.
one is the 7. That's it. Yeah,
okay,
that's
so,
it. Okay,
yeah, we only have, like,
that
2
explains
more.
why I couldn't think of one. Yeah, Fortuna and
Damn,
Lafal
dude,
is the last.
we-
Well, these are
we
like
need to
my
just keep
2 of my
going.
favorites, if not the favorite. So yeah.
Yeah, we need to just keep going slower and slower and slower.
Never end the manga.
Okay, well,
Why
shall
are you despairing?
see you next time?
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
Look forward to the next stretches of all the mangas. They're all good stuff.
Of everything.
Yeah.
Goodbye, one person. I love you.
Goodbye. I love
There's 3
you
persons
too.
actually.
I will always support